All right. I guess we'll go check out the garden. It's gonna be this way. It's about a mile. I don't know if this... Well, I think this trail goes all the way around, but I think this part goes through the City of Rocks itself at some point. I don't know where the other bench is at, though. It's only a quarter of a mile. It looks like the trail's right in front of me there. Maybe it's on the other side of that hill. And this part's a little rocky. So again, this is not suited for a bike. It was interesting, the Dog Canyon Trail, they said horses were allowed on the trail. It just made me wonder, I mean, I know horses can traverse terrain like that, but it's pretty impressive if a horse can go up a steep, uneven trail like that. They didn't have any places for horses there, though. Usually they do, but Oliver Lee did not. I don't think this place does either. I know the places up north do. Oh yeah, I think the bench is up on this hill, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I like this trail a whole lot better than I do the ones at Oliver Lee. There's just not enough shade, and the trails are so rocky and hard to navigate. And there's really not much there unless you go up Dog Canyon, which is an all-day affair and not fun. But I could do this trail all day long. Oliver Lee had a little garden, botanical garden, but what I don't understand is why they don't put shelters under the benches. They had a few benches in the garden, and they were just right in the open sun. It just defeats the whole point of having a bench. It's just sitting there roasting in the sun. And they could put a simple shelter around it. But a lot of these parks are just underfunded, understaffed. They're just running bare bones as it is. And of course, the big news on New Mexico state parks is they dramatically raised the prices. Pretty much doubled everything. And if you're out of state, it's way worse. To get a annual pass here, I think it's like $700. $600 or $700. $300 for if you're in the state. It used to be $200, $180 roughly if you were in the state, and then $250 somewhere in there for out-of-staters. So the one ranger I talked to at Oliver Lee, she thought it was a big mistake, whoever made that decision. That once, because she had talked to a lot of out-of-staters, and they told her that once their pass is up, they're not going to renew because it's too expensive. I mean, $700. You really have to be full time to get any advantage from it. It's better to just go to Nevada and pay their annual pass, which I think is cheaper, quite a bit cheaper than New Mexico. But I don't know how their parks are. Here's the bench. It's kind of in the sun at the moment, but it's so cool out that it's nice. It's a nice kind of sun. Oh, there's the bench we were at. How could I not see that? I did not see this bench when I was sitting over there. Guess I'm blind. This will continue on. And the moon is out. So the mobile service here is pretty good, for at least for Mint, which I think runs off of T-Mobile. I'm getting full bars most of the time, as opposed to Oliver Lee, oddly enough, which is right next to Alamogordo. It was super sporadic. Like, 1 minute it would be on, another minute it would be off. It was just SOS a lot of times when I looked at my phone. So, but in those situations, so I'm actually subscribed to TravelFi right now. I bought their little router box. It's about $150 for the box, and then you buy a data plan to go on top of it. The unlimited plan is $130, I believe, but I just paid for the 10 gigabyte plan, which I think was $30. And I gotta say, it's amazing, that TravelFi. So what it does is it actually connects to all the major carriers. and finds the carrier that is the fastest in your area, and it gives you service off of that carrier. So my internet was very fast and stable the whole time I was there. So, and it's a lot cheaper than Starlink. I was even playing World of Warcraft off of it just fine. So what I'll probably do, my Mint is set to expire in July, so I'll probably drop Mint and subscribe to Travelify and run a virtual phone service off of the internet. So I'll probably have to get a new number, maybe. Maybe I want a new number, I'm not sure. We'll see. And for the most part, I think it would be cheaper to do that. The plan I'm on now is 5 gigabytes, and that really doesn't go far for a month. I'm actually not sure. I'm going to be here for 2 weeks, but I don't know where I'm going after this, because it's going to be almost April by the time I leave here, and it's going to start getting hot in these areas. I was thinking maybe Santa Rosa or Oasis for a little while. Somewhere up there. I've already booked sites for May and June in the mountains by Santa Fe. But I don't know what I'm doing after this. So I had a really weird experience at Oliver Lee. I had gone to shower in the morning, and there was what sounded like a kid's TV show in the shower. I just assumed there was a kid in there, and it just kept replaying the same clip over and over and over and over. And I waited and waited. And finally one of the showers was available. I don't know. I didn't see who left or whatever. So I took a shower. Clip was still going on. And it was this clip about a guy, how much he stunk. I don't know. I guess he farted or something, and woo wee, you stink, something like that. And it was just on repeat. It sounded like it was from a kid's TV show. And so I didn't see whoever was in there left the shower before I got out of the shower. So I was like, okay, I guess it was some kid and his dad or whatever. And so later that day, at my campsite, this guy walked by. He looked like he was rough, rugged. I guess he looked kind of homeless. Long beard, walking his dog. And he had the clip. It was still playing as he walked loudly. He was playing that clip loudly as he walked around the camp. And I immediately thought, this guy's a psychopath. I kind of traced him back. He was in this beaten down van or something at a campsite. I don't know, and that's all I know. But it was very very disturbing. I have no idea why that guy was hooked on that clip. Why he had to show it off. So I think there's a trail that goes up there too. The botanical gardens over there. And that's the road into here. It's actually so there's the highway to Deming out there, and you turn, I think it's to go north. The highways, yeah, I think you're going north towards, well, this highway goes to Silver City, but you turned off, and there's another highway here that goes to some smaller cities, and you turn off this highway to get to here. It's about 10 miles from Deming, and then 5 miles onto the other highway. The visitor center's over there. This bench. Look at that cactus. Whoa. Barrel cactus. There's a campsite right next to the rock there. mesquite. Oh, where does this go? Oh, I didn't expect all these. Torii yucca. Soda. I don't remember this. Ocotillo. Ocotillo? 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 I guess it just makes a loop. There's actually there's a hot springs just down the road here, just before you turn. Hot Springs Ranch or something, I don't know. Oh, there's a roadrunner. I guess he's hunting for breakfast. So I'm at Pegasus Campground, which is a little separate from the City of Rocks. It's a separate little campground further back. It's pretty cool. I think it's a little harder to get access to. But I am taking the trail to the Table Mountain. I think it's what it's called. I'll have to double check on the sign up here. But it's basically, it goes up this little mountain. It's about 2 miles. Shouldn't be too bad. I saw it kind of winds up in front of me there. It's about 9:30 in the morning, and it's just as beautiful as yesterday. Very little wind. It's in the 50s, maybe not even that, and not a cloud in the sky. There is rain in the forecast. Couple days. It's supposed to start, the wind's supposed to start in a couple days and then rain after that, maybe. So I'm gonna get out while I can, because it's gonna get a little colder too, in the 40s. So it's gonna be one of those couple days of probably staying in. So I think the trail starts at the edge of the fence up here. This is the trail that leads back to Pegasus. And then I haven't really determined how the trail goes through Pegasus. I don't see where it goes, but it continues. It does continue. It connects Pegasus to the main campground. You can see that. I found that. I just don't know where in the main campground it connects. I'm just gonna have to find out. It's a lot of territory to cover in there. There's a lot of little campsites that have like little caves behind them that you can sit at and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's all kind of nooks and crannies. I thought I had a pretty good campsite being kind of tucked in, but some of these other ones seem really nice. There's a helicopter. I heard one yesterday too. I don't know where they're going. The two closest cities are Deming and I think Silver City. I think he's coming from Silver City going to Deming. Looks like. Saw a couple people biking on the trail this morning. Again, I don't know how much fun that could be on this trail, considering how sandy and at times rocky it is. You have to let's see, where is the trail at? There's a bench over there. There's a little group of rocks there I didn't notice. Yeah, I didn't realize how much up on the mountain that bench was. I didn't see it until I got right up to it. I think the trail is over here. So that fence is right there. Got up pretty early this morning, around 5:30. It was very cold. I fixed my coffee. And went down to the visitor center and took a shower around, I guess it was around 8 o'clock. They give you so little hot water. Like, it's literally like you get like 30 seconds of hot water and then it's just kind of cool to warm. There it is. Raise this up just a little. Table Mountain Trail, yep. Okay, let's check it out. It shouldn't be too bad. I wonder if they put any benches up here. Sure is quiet here compared to Oliver Lee. Yeah, there's another thing. There's not quite as many rangers here, I guess. I don't hear those little go-karts. In Oliver Lee, they had at least 2 of them going around the camp. Of course, they were noisy. I don't know why they don't use electric or something, because they're very noisy. But here, I've only seen one guy, and he doesn't really patrol around too much. It looks like the visitor center is open, so maybe I'll check that out. Bunch of sand here. So I think it curves to the left and then around and back to the right. Wow. We're getting right up on this thing. Pretty rocky right here. It's opening up here. This would be a good spot for a bench and a shelter. I'm guessing straight, I think to the left. A little bit of elevation. Well, we're still going straight. Yeah, yesterday I ended up doing probably close to 10 miles trails. The one that goes around the park is about 5 miles. And it's really cool. It has a lot of nice benches. There's one that's wedged in between, or it's wedged into some pine trees. This is in the perfect spot for shade and looking at this mountain. Now it's really rocky. It's not too bad. Just gotta take your time. I don't know which way this is gonna go. It is to the left, okay. Wow. Look at that. So, I think this is the mountain that all that stuff came from, all the rocks. I think it was was it a volcanic explosion that did that? I don't remember. They got a cool little garden that takes you through a walk of the planets. There's a plaque for each planet and gives the information on each one. Good morning.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thanks.
I'd seen those people yesterday. They had just come from the top of this mountain, or trail. So I'm glad I'm not the only one. I was actually looking for rattlesnakes. I don't think they're really out this time of year, though. I think for the most part they're hibernating or something. It's definitely the plants here. There's not as many cactus or cacti. Or thorn bushes. Well, this trail is so far pretty nice. Oh, look at this, it's like it's a nice trail for the most part. There's a big hole. I don't know what that hole is for. There's a little bit of volcanic rock? I don't know. Somebody built a little rock thing over there. You definitely wouldn't want to do this trail in the middle of summer or when the sun's beating down on you. The morning's perfect. So I think this trail will continue to the right and loop back 180 degrees. At some point, it's probably over there. I don't know if it goes all the way to the top. I suppose it could. Some kind of jet or plane. Wow. And it's just plains for miles and miles. I think there's a little ranch house way out there. Something else over there. Maybe over there. How you would get back in there, I don't know. Now we're in kind of like a trench. A little weird. Up we go. Still going straight. Slightly up. Very rocky here, though. Okay, we are back and ready to go. You can see the whole camp from here. Look at this. So there's Pegasus and there's the main camp. I'm somewhere in the middle there. Oh. I think you can see Deming from here, maybe. Really not sure how big Deming is. Don't know how, I don't know where this goes. Much further I've got. Does it go to the very top? I don't know. Oh, so that little bit of rock there, I think, is the observation point. It's about a half mile to it. There's a trail that takes you up there, so we'll have to go visit that too. I'm sure there's a bench up there. It's cool, the little edge of rock there. I don't know where this goes. Oh, it does go up the mountain. Look at that. There's the trail. Goes right up there. Cool. So we're almost there. I hope there's a bench up there too. Some place to sit down. This is definitely one of the coolest trails. wonder if they planted that tree there. They must have, right? That pine tree? I don't see any others. Well, I guess they're around. I guess they're not. I don't know. Are they pine trees? There's something else, I think. Yeah, there's something else. I forget what they're called. Pine trees have pine cones. I don't think these have that. And they smell really good. You have to go higher elevation, I think, for pine trees. I wonder what this elevation is. I don't have my watch. It's gotta be. I think this is about the same as Oliver Lee. 3,500 to 4,000 feet, I think. I think City Rocks is a little higher. It might be around 4,000. And at the top, it might be 500 feet elevation. I don't know. 500 feet. It's always hard to say. It's probably only half of that. Wow. So that's about that's going to be the top of the mountain, highest point where we're going. Somebody built a little rock. I don't know how they did that. I'm not going to touch it. There's been a few flies here. I mean, they'll come around when you're cooking food, but generally, there's not a whole lot of flies here. There wasn't really many at Oliver Lee either. It's probably just not that time of year yet. We go. Ooh. And here is the kind of the indentation we were looking at as we came up here. Right here. It's blocked by a tree, but this is it. Very steep here. And rocky. Going straight up. That is a big tree. Oh. There we go. I wonder if I'll be able to see my car. Let's see. We're almost there. There's that bench way down there. Wow. Crazy. You can see a little bit of white. Looks like sand over there. Over there too. Or at least it'll be a lot easier coming down. I think we're just about there though. Let's see. Oh, I think this is the trail. Here we go. I think we made it. We got trees. Is this it? I don't know. It looks like you go up a little further. Ah, yes. There is a bench. It's kind of exposed, though. This is the top. Wow. There's a bunch of trees over there. What is that? Maybe a river or something? I don't think those are the Las Cruces Mountains. Well, maybe it is. It's only 50 or so miles. I mean, I guess it's 75 now, but it's not as far as you think. That is probably Las Cruces. And Deming is maybe over there? See if I can see the highway. I don't see anything. Wow, look how far down that is. Jeez. That's, I think that's the road right there. Pretty sure that's the road I came in on. So that's the road that goes to the park there. And that connects to a road out here somewhere. big mountain over there. I think beyond those mountains is the White Sands. Must be, right? I don't know. It's so hard to figure all that out. I don't think I can see my car. Cool. I'm sure you can hike all the way back in there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, it looks like they got a little tree here growing. Maybe for the future. I don't know. Let's see, what time is it? Wow, oh, it is already noon. Can you believe that? So it took me like 2 hours. Guess I better head back. So cool. All right, well, no, I want to go on some other trails, so definitely a little observation point over there. I'm going to get down and see what's next, and I'll catch you then.